Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video I'm going to be doing the second part of my massive end of 2021 DVD Blu-ray 4K update. So this part we're going into the movies. So there's a couple of movies I picked up on DVD and then the rest are all Blu-rays. Now this is a combination of multiple online orders that I picked up over the Boxing Day sales, and I also went to Xxx and I managed to find a few titles that were out of print there, so that's where the bulk of this has come from. But I did place a couple of other orders earlier in the I think some of these go back to like October, because I think my last actual haul video was in September. So yes, anyway, I'm just going to get straight into the massive stacks of movies that I have here. So starting off with the two DVDs that I picked up, I got All Is Lost with Robert Redford. I saw this ages ago. I did quite like this and it was $5, so I just decided to go ahead and pick it up. And I found this movie at Xxx, and I haven't seen this movie in what I feel like would be 20 years. This used to be a popular movie that we would watch whenever I used to go for sleepovers with my friends. This was one of the ones that got put in regular like viewing, so that was 9 months. It's, as I said, it's been forever since I've seen this, but I picked it up for like $2, so we'll see. So those were the two DVDs that I picked up. And then going into the Blu-rays, first up I have is a reacquisition, and that is 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. I've only seen these the one time each, but I have watched them. Admittedly, it's been a very long time though, so I have to give these a rewatch, but I remember liking them. So that's 28 Days and Weeks Later. Oh, and I realised this one should have been first, but oh well. I did pick up 22 Jump Street. Now, I have seen 21 Jump Street. I watched that quite a number of years ago, and I actually did quite like it. Never saw the sequel, so I thought it was, I think I got this one for $10 as part of Sanity's Boxing Day sale, so I thought why not. So here we go. And then I picked these ones up as part of, I think they were part of a 2 for $20, and then they had, JB had 30% off their entire movie range, like movie, DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, etc. So, this one is a reacquisition. I did go ahead and get Annabelle again, but then I also picked up Annabelle Creation and Annabelle Comes Home. Now, I've seen Annabelle and I've seen Annabelle Comes Home. I've not seen Annabelle Creation, so at some point, yeah, I will probably just do a rewatch of the Conjuring films and do Annabelle and things like that. So we'll see. I have a lot of things I need to watch, so it may not happen, but that is the plan. And then a movie that I did watch quite a number of years ago, and I didn't think much of it at the time, but recently I was thinking I'd like to give it another chance, and this was $10. I know I got this at in the Sanity sale, and it's Assassin's Creed, and I also got it with the lenticular slipcover, so I'm honestly surprised this still has the slipcover, but that's sort of what drew me to finally picking it up for the collection. Yeah, I don't remember much of this at all. I haven't played the video games, so yeah, I wanted to give it another rewatch, so that's Assassin's Creed. And then a movie that I checked out on Netflix earlier in the year, and that is Ava. I didn't mind this one, so when I saw it for $10, I decided to go ahead and pick it up. Now, this one I do actually have as part of a box set, which I have seen a couple of times, and it's also one of my favourite graphic novels, but I found this in Xxx and decided to pick it up for the Batman collection, and that is Batman Under the Red Hood. This is a fantastic adaptation of the graphic novel, as I said, which is one of my actual personal favourites, and Red Hood is also one of my favourite, like, Bat family members, if you will. So, I mean, I have a lot of Bat Family favourites. I love them all, but Jason Todd Red Hood in particular is one of my favourites. So, I wanted to go ahead and pick up the single release of Batman Under the Red Hood. Then, this was another Xxx find, and I got it for my Anne Hathaway collection, and that is Bride Wars. I have not seen this one. And then, I wasn't overly keen on this one, but I got it to complete, I guess, the trilogy, because I haven't heard if there's going to be a fourth one, because I don't think this one did all that well. But I did get the Cloverfield Paradox, so, because I had the first two, and yeah. So, that's that. I'm running out of room here. Then maybe I had on DVD, I upgraded to Blu-ray because, well, because obviously I don't have that DVD anymore, I haven't had it for years, but it was really cheap on Amazon this past week, so I picked up Conair. I still haven't seen it, so... And then a movie I have seen, but I've only seen it the one time, and again, it was very, like, I think it was like 5-6 years ago. I got Congo on Blu-ray, mostly because, I think I knew at the time that Tim Curry was in it, but now I'm sort of like, oh, if a movie has Tim Curry in it, I'm going to get it, so yes, I got Congo. And then I got a movie that I've been interested in watching for quite a while, and that is Dances with Wolves. I just picked this up because, yeah, I don't really know anything about this other than it's like an Academy Award winning movie, and I'm trying to get as many of those watched as I can. And yeah, that is Dances with Wolves. I haven't seen it. I also haven't seen Deep Impact, surprisingly, which, you know, it's a sci-fi disaster film, so I thought it was time to add it to the collection and finally watch it. A movie that I have seen, I watched this on Netflix a few years ago, and that is Doom. I quite enjoyed it, and I found this one at Xxx, so I thought, why not? Then, I think the next few are all movies, next couple are ones I haven't seen. Dracula, Prince of Darkness with Christopher Lee. I've heard a lot of things about this film, so I thought I would finally go ahead and pick it up in the JB, like, Boxing Day sale. Film I picked up from Xxx, and that is The Family. I remember hearing a bit of buzz about this quite a few years back when it was coming out, but I never got round to checking it out, so I now have it in the collection. Faster, I think I got this one off Amazon. It was cheap, and it's a Dwayne Johnson movie I haven't seen before, so. And then a movie that I've been curious to check out because, again, I've been sort of hearing things about it last year, but just never got round to checking it out, and that is Freaky. I don't really, as I said, don't really know too much about it, just looks like it could be an interesting horror slasher, because I know it's like a body swap type film, so I've heard pretty good things about this one, so I'm curious to check this one out. And then a movie that I have seen but haven't seen it since I saw it at the cinema, Friends with Benefits. This one is a Xxx Blu-ray pickup, because I believe this has been out of print for a while now, but yeah, it has been, like, when did this come out? 2011? I haven't seen this since, so I remember liking it, but as I said, it's been nearly 10 years since I've seen it, so there you go. And then a movie that I remember hearing a lot of buzz from back in the day, and I found it at Xxx, so I got The Gift. Don't really know too much about it, just, yeah, heard a lot of good things. A movie that I got mainly because of the cast. I'm a big fan of both Domhnall Gleeson, is that how you say his name? like General Hux in Star Wars. And obviously Bill Weasley in Harry Potter and a whole bunch of other movies that I know him from. And also Margot Robbie is in this, and that is Goodbye Christopher Robin. I've been meaning to check this film out for a while. I picked it up for $10, so I thought that was a pretty good price. Then from Amazon I got The Grand Budapest Hotel. I have seen this one, but it's been a few years and I wanted to give it a rewatch, so that one. Then also from Sanity, $10, Greenland. Haven't seen it yet, so okay. Film that I did watch at, I think it was back in July, and I really enjoyed it, and that is Gunpowder Milkshake. I watched this for Karen Gillan, and yeah, this film was just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this, so I wanted to go ahead and pick it up for the collection. And then a film that is also a reacquisition and another rock movie, and that is Hercules. Again, I've seen this, but it's been, what, 5-6 years since I've seen it, so there we go. And then on to the second stack that I have here, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I saw this at the cinema. I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm sort of going not expecting a lot from these movies, and yeah, it was an enjoyable, you know, leave your brain at the door type action film, and I got it for $10, which for a recent Blu-ray release is actually pretty good, so. Then, a film I've been interested in checking out for a while, and I know it's sort of considered a bit of a classic, like, werewolf movie, The Howling. So, then one of Liam Neeson's, or his newest movie that I would have liked to have seen at the cinema, but obviously that it came out right when everything shut down in New South Wales. So that is The Ice Road. Don't really know too much about it. Just based on what I've seen on the trailer and the cast, I thought I would check it out. There we go. Then I picked up one of the DC animated movies, like the newest one, Injustice. I've been really enjoying making my way through these type of movies, so I'm basically picking them up as they come out now, so Justice. And then I've never seen this. I haven't seen any of the sequels, but obviously I've seen the first one, and that is Jaws, so I picked up Jaws 2, so been curious to check sequels out, because I've heard, I think this one's considered to be decent, but 3 and 4 are like bad or something, so I don't know. I'll probably check all of them out at some point, so Jaws 2. And then a movie that I watched at the start of the year on Netflix, and I really enjoyed it, Jungle with Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, I thought this one was quite interesting, especially because it's based on a true story, and yeah, like, when you sort of see what happened afterwards and things like that, it's sort of, you watch it and you go, oh, that's really disturbing. But, I mean, because I think, yeah, this was definitely a different kind of survival film, so, and I like Daniel Radcliffe in this, so, Jungle. Movie I saw at the cinema at the end of October, The Last Duel. I really liked this. I sort of thought how they told the different perspectives of the story and sort of how it all came to the point of having, you know, The Last Duel was actually quite interesting. So, but yeah, excellent cast, and I'll be revisiting this at some point. So, Last Duel. Movie I have not seen, because I know a lot of people grew up with this, and I also, until it got pointed out, I think I saw this in someone else's haul video, that Tim Curry was in it. Legend. So yes, I've never seen this, but I'm really looking forward to it. Then a movie I watched on Disney Plus, and then I found it at JB for $5, Keeping Up with the Joneses. This was a fun, like, spy action thriller. I enjoyed it, so. Reacquisition that I haven't seen in a number of years, King Arthur. movie I picked up because I think it's like one of Liam Neeson's earliest film roles. Krull. I know nothing about this, so it seemed interesting. Maybe, oh actually I think the next few movies are from Xxx. So I got Kung Fu Panda. I have seen this. It's been, again, I think I watched these like right when Kung Fu Panda 3 was coming out. I really loved the Kung Fu Panda films, but I've just never owned them until now, so I went ahead and picked up Kung Fu Panda. And then a movie that I haven't seen since I saw it at the cinema in 2014, A Million Ways to Die in the West. I remember enjoying it. I mean, it's sort of like what you'd expect from a Seth MacFarlane comedy, but I liked it, so one. And then I also picked up Mirror Mirror. I know this one pretty much got panned at the box office, but I was kind of curious about it, so yes, there we go. Then from JB I picked up a film I've been curious to check out because I know this movie is very controversial, and that's Mummy Dearest. Have never seen it, so. And then I picked this one up at CEX, and I'm finally going to watch it this year. I'm hoping to get to it next month, and that is Muppets Most Wanted. I missed out on seeing this in the cinema, and yeah, even though the 2011 Muppets film is like one of my favourite Muppets movies, I just haven't seen Muppets Most Wanted yet, so I'm going to finally correct that. Then I picked up, oh, if I can pick it up, Ned Kelly, which is like a pretty iconic Australian movie. This is the one with Heath Ledger and Orlando Bloom, so it's the most, I think it's the most recent one, because I know there's a few films of Ned Kelly out there, but yeah, I found this in JB because I think this is out of print now, so picked it up when I had the chance. So Ned Kelly. Then I picked up one of Nicolas Cage's newest movies, and one that I've heard pretty good things about it and his performance, Pig. A film I had on DVD and have finally upgraded to add to my Leonardo DiCaprio collection on Blu-ray, Romeo and Juliet. I still haven't seen it. A movie that I saw at the cinema and I actually quite enjoyed it, and that is Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. I sort of liked this take like how he sort of brought in the character and the connection to the Joes and everything, and I would be interested in seeing more from this particular rebooted universe, even though I did actually like the previous films. I think I'm one of the few people who liked those movies, but I will say I really enjoyed the character of Scarlet. I hope we sort of see more from her, so, but I did like this one. Movie that I haven't seen that I've been really interested in checking out for a while. I know this is considered like a bit of a cult classic and a it's so bad it's good type film, and that is Super Mario Bros, the live action film, because obviously it's a new animated one coming out next year, but I sort of want to see this version. I'm being curious, so there we go. Then I picked up Sweet Home Alabama. Again, this is sort of one of those films that got watched, I think, like on bus trips and in like sleepovers and things. I don't think I've seen it all the way through though. I think there's still a few scenes that I haven't seen, but I've seen most of it, and I found it for cheap on Amazon, so Sweet Home Alabama. Then from JB I picked up another Academy Award winning, like it won Best Picture in '83, Terms of Endearment. I've never seen it. Movie I have seen and wanted back in my collection, Twister. I haven't seen this movie in years, so it'd be fun to revisit it. And same for this one actually. Wanted. I think I've seen it the one time, but I remember really liking it. And then I think, yep, down to the last two, I picked up We Bought a Zoo. I've heard pretty good things about this one, and I really sort of like the cast, and it's particularly Scarlett Johansson, so I mainly picked it up for her, but I was curious to check this one out. And then from Amazon, I also picked up the Xxx Trilogy with Vin Diesel. I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen any of the sequels, so it was pretty cheap to get the trilogy just the trilogy on its own, so I thought, why not? So there we go. And that is all the movies that I've picked up over the last few months. So next up will be the first of the TV show updates, and that's where most of my buying occurred. I stocked up majorly on TV shows in like the past few months, because there were some really good sales on box sets and TV shows, and I took advantage of it. So I think there will probably be at least 3 updates to what TV shows I got, so stay tuned for that, and until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye!